Well, to get this to come out of the mold during this cold and damp weather we're having, it worked very well to have it in this part of the building as opposed to this part. Of course, I could have put it upstairs too. That's a nice room up there, but it is about 48 out there, and I'm just real happy to come in and see that the weather is really set up nice. And what I'm doing now is I'm putting some forced air into it just to make sure that everything is nice and set up the way it should be, and then we'll pull this out of the mold. Okay, so I've powdered up the inside of the mask, and if you're wondering why I do that, it's because latex is really good at sticking in itself. It is technically a contact cement. So I powder it up, take the powder puff aside, kind of dust it around like that. Then I start pulling, yank, 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 yank. You can hear all that sounds in there that are coming in, so I pull it out. And then we get this. We get a nice, thick vampire, salt vampire. We got a few bubbles. Mold's starting to get some bubbles in it, which means that there's little holes on the surface and cavities underneath, but they're very easily fixed. Really came out good. Okay, here's Nancy. I trim the edge where the mask ends, base of the neck, and then tomorrow, when it dries thoroughly, I'm going to take out all the bubbles, clean it all up, and then we're going to paint it. And she will look like that. So here we go. I've been at it pretty much all day and putting in weathering and painting the various panels. Over here I started cutting flush the lights so you can see how much better they look when they're back inside where they're supposed to be. They look really nice. A lot of weathering on this model that you can't see in this lighting too well, but it's very subtle. And some black stuff that represents various ships going in and out. It's kind of blackened down in there a little bit from exhaust and what have you. Same thing up under here. These all have to be cut flush still. And you can see the modeling that I've done under there. Really worked out very well. Very pleased. I'm not happy with how this model fits together. It's definitely got some gaps in here. They don't hurt it because the actual model had gaps in it. So tomorrow I'll fill those with a little bit of epoxy sculpt. It's pretty straight down the sides, amazingly enough. So because this model's always been problematic getting a straight line down this way. Yeah, so it's looking pretty good. Let's take a look in the less light. And here we are with a little less light. The way it might have looked in the film, lit. I think it's looking pretty cool. I let a lot of the paint go right on the lights, and I'll probably put more on the lights tomorrow because it takes them down the brightness a bit. As you can see, it did down in here, but it looks just like it did in the movie pretty much. Those have to be cut flush as well, and that's going to change things a lot. But it's looking really cool. More tomorrow. We're going to put on the Millennium Falcon and the claw down below. We're going to do another pass on the base with one more coat of tung oil, and I think we'll call this model done.